Ugh, alright. Ugh, run! Oh boy. Alright, let me give you a quick summary of what just happened. My game crashed when I was trying to eat food for some reason. So I guess the game doesn't want me to get fat. So I'm going to replay some of these parts again, sadly. It wasn't that much. It was about 15-ish minutes. So that's not the end of the world. And now I can finally read this fucking horse riding shit. I never had an option to till now. So, gonna get on a pony and we're gonna ride away into the sunset. Oh my god. Gallop away, Buttercup. Gallop away. Girl gets pulled by her hair, guy gets stabbed in the side. And some random schmuck shoots me in the leg with an arrow. Bastards. And I got 3 cucks following right behind. That's terrible. Right about here I thought I was going to have to do some swordplay, but I was wrong. I like the tower spinning loading dial. I thought that was kind of cool. What sucks is I'm bleeding. And what sucks is I was rubbing up against some sort of bush. Which is the reason why I kind of glitched and I got stabbed. Or shot with an arrow again. This is a beautiful countryside Gallup. For real.
Left. Calmo is to the left, along the stream.
But I can't enjoy the scenery. I have to run.
Go! They'll kill you all!
Shit, I got shot in the ass.
Flee!
Gallop! Gallop for your life! You're dying! Because you're bleeding! Come on, Buttercup! Hiya!
Flee! To Talmberth!
Get the fuck out of the way.
Go! They'll kill you all!
Uh-oh. And I'm moving. I just find it hilarious how that little pubic hair of stamina is actually keeping me alive. Just barely. There's the tower. Or other village. Maybe it's castle? Okay, good. Whew. Good damn. Run! Gallop, Buttercup, gallop! I know, help me, fucks.
Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Hat your Hosen
it. Now, can someone get this random, what you call it, out of my freaking thigh? Arrow. That's what it is. It's an arrow.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Why hot wine? That's the one thing I don't understand. Is that like a important delicacy to heal a wound when you're
Tell me, boy, who
wounded?
are you? And where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt. I can feel it. Oh. That's terrible. The pain was so bad it knocked him the hell out.
All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Yeah, I'm hobbling. That's a good sign.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Divish.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
This will be my new home now. Tallenberg. One of these places actually existed. That would be interesting. There's a baker here, and they make pretzels. As you've seen, there's a pretzel-looking symbol. Or maybe I could be completely wrong. It's probably not a baker, like a chef, like for pastries and stuff. Wow.
Something to eat.
Let's talk to this guy.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about your father.
Tell me what
They
happened
say
in
he was a
Gallup.
swordsmith who
I have kin
emphasized
there.
proportions.
Sir
I can't
Robert.
understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Yeah, it's depressing for me. I just saw my whole family just get slaughtered.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not
Oh
be,
yeah, and also
poor
near
soul?
death.
After everything
That's
he's
like a
been
2-for-1 deal right
through,
there.
You must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Oh, I am overwhelmed by the
reward
generosity
you
of
for your
love
kindness.
and intent.
Eat
After
up
all, I
now.
did lose my pair.
You're in
and
capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
I will not be surprised if that scars this boy for the rest of his life. Or I should say me. Scars me.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Why's he gotta be so hard on him? I mean, he just lost his parents. He just almost died. Like, oh my god, you're a jackass, Robert. You dick. I mean, sure, I wouldn't want boots in beds either, because I naturally don't wear your shoes in bed. Now, hopefully the game doesn't crash. This wine? Sure. And I'll take a bread roll and some delicious cheese. Oh, no, let's just take another bread. Bread roll. And the marsh. Yummy. 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 Where's the wine? There we go. Alcohol begins to act, gradually giving you bonuses on speech, charisma. Although your overindulgence, the after effects can be less pleasant. True. I do not want to be an angry drunk. I just kicked one's ass like a couple hours ago. I do not want to be one of them. Now, I'm hoping the game doesn't crash on me now because I ate all that. So cheese, and I guess... cheese and I guess other items don't really nourish you too much. You won't eat. You've eaten too much. You won't get hungry for much longer. You'll be heavy-handed and clumsy until digesting everything. Oh, so I actually ate a lot. Huh. Oh, went the wrong way. Wow. So I'm loopy because I'm tired and hungry. Interesting. Ooh, wow. The dizzy effects are insane. You're tired, your stamina will decrease. Sleep is the solution. Alright, sit. And sleep for how long you want. How long? Wow. That is a lot. Alright, well, it's almost nighttime, so I guess I'll sleep for about 9-ish hours. Or 10 hours. 10 hour sleep, that seems about right. Because it's almost nighttime, so. Yeah, I'll sleep till about there. 10 hours. I like the sundial. That's pretty cool. I like how the game makes you like think about food and sleep.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Oh,
If you
cutscene.
see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Shit, I don't even want to sleep either after what I fucking just saw. God damn it.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all.
Oh god, I hope there's not an affair
But
going
what
on.
brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady. Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to become a Mormon
And it can help
and
to
pray,
talk about
travel the lands, and
it, if you feel like it.
become a priest. Now, oh, that's right, I forgot. My girlfriend probably died too. That's an important thing to worry about. My girlfriend, my parents, all my friends are dead. I have nobody now. I am forever alone. I guess you can't talk about it, tell the story of the raid. Yeah, well, yeah, I'll let your feelings out, so tell them.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Went to the tavern ale and met my sweet. Went to collect the debt. Met... Oh.
A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father and sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Okay. You want to talk about life? Yes.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship, He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only he'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
I saw smoke on the horizon. There was a huge horde of attackers. Yeah, that's actually true.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
The strongest foe fled out of the castle for cover. I saw him kill my girl. I was just trying to fight back, but he fell. They killed my father and mother. Well, yeah, it's
Father told me to take
worst.
shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I know, Jesus.
I ran to the castle
Christ.
like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
This began. I needed to find a horse. I ran for my life. I needed a horse.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages.
Oh my God, are
to
you
violate
serious?
her.
I couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't help her. Oh God, it's
I
so
wanted to help her.
horrible.
God knows I wanted to, but even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzik, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
God, I didn't know you could save her.
That's terrible.
Oh, that
Something
makes
like
me
that.
sad.
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy,
Wow, this is
and
actually
pride.
worse than I thought. I just met the girl, but god damn, I
Whatever
didn't
life brings,
know that happened to her. God rest her soul as well.
fate has not been merciful to me and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harville punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city. There was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true.
They're gonna
But
fuck,
what am
aren't
I
they?
doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Oh, they didn't. It's probably something's gonna happen later. The girlfriend, the neighbor lady, and like his parents are all dead. That's really sad. What a wonderful, well, what a interesting start to a story. I'm grossly hooked. Oh God.
Move it, people! Come on, running out of time!
He's gonna be haunted for this for a long time.
We have to close the gate!
God, I know I would.
You can't go back!
Ugh.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
God, he blames himself for his parents' death. That's not his fault. Jesus. That's brutal.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is that? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Wow. Phew. This is crazy. All right, good place to